Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Love Story with Technology. I am Atish. If you are new here, press the subscribe button, tap the bell icon, you will receive the upcoming new updates. Today we are discussing two important tools, Intune and SCCM. You might be wondering which tool is best for you and what is the difference between Intune and SCCM. I will try to explain you in easier way. Let's begin. Let's begin with comparison SCCM and Intune. SCCM and Intune, both tools designed by Microsoft. SCCM is near to downgrade from the market. Microsoft announced that SCCM is no longer available in next upcoming years, and for Intune is a new cloud-based tool that Intune help us to manage endpoint devices. Right now, everyone using SCCM, but SCCM only supports the on-premises because SCCM design on-premises solutions is designed by Microsoft, and Intune is a cloud-based solution which is designed by Microsoft. SCCM help us to manage all these endpoint devices, Windows Server patching, device compliance, asset inventory, security baseline. Everything will be managed by SCCM to manage your IT infrastructure. Right now, Microsoft, as I said, that Microsoft announced that SCCM they are planning to remove from the market. Microsoft cannot provide support for the SCCM. So a lot of organization planning to move to Intune. But which tool is best suitable for you? So Intune is a cloud-based solution where we can only manage endpoint devices, laptops, desktops, and mobile devices, Android and iOS. Laptops, desktop, iOS and Android. We have to understand which tool is best for you. Now we see as per the features, what features under the SCCM and what feature available in Intune. Now my screen will be visible to you.
First, we discuss SCCM, System Center Configuration Manager, in 8 points where you can easily understand what is SCCM and what he does exactly. In that 8 points, first point is management scope. For management scope, SCCM designed for on-premises infrastructure. SCCM manage wide range of devices including Windows PC, servers, and even some Mac OS and Linux systems. It's suitable for your organization with a complex and large scale environment, which requiring granular control over the software deployment, updates, and compliance. Point number second, deployment and configuration management. SCCM support extensively on-premises deployment scenario, including operating system, OSD deployment, software distribution, and patch management. It's provide rich control over deployment sequence, dependencies, and detailed status monitoring. required significant on-premises infrastructure like servers, database. Point number three, software updates and patch management. SCCM patch management capability with detailed reporting. It means SCCM have a good capability to manage patch management and provide us a detailed reporting. Using SCCM, we can push software updates, wide range of products, including third-party applications. SCCM allow to create custom updates package and detailed scheduling of updates. Point number four, compliance and security management. Compliance and security management. It is the most important to manage your security and compliance. SCCM extensively have a compliance setting and configuration baselines for in-depth security management. It can enforce compliance rules for both devices and application. Ideal for environment requiring strict compliance and corporate policies. SCCM is supports a comprehensive application lifecycle management, including packaging, deployment, and monitoring. It supports complex deployment types like application dependency, detection methods, etc. Allow deployment to the specific collection of devices or users baseline on a various criteria. Integration and extensibility in SCCM. So SCCM integrate well with other on-premises Microsoft services like Active Directory, SQL servers, and WSUS. When it comes to the cost and licensing, every organization have a concern about cost and licensing if they try to use, or lot of organizations already use the SCCM because it's a old tool and old technology which is designed by Microsoft. So, but when you planning to move to the Intune, which is modern technology over solution which is provided by Microsoft, that time every client and organization wants to understand what is the cost and licensing part for SCCM, and when they're planning to move out from SCCM to Intune, so what cost and what is the comparison between both the cost. So in this cost section like cost and licensing, so SCCM typically licensed under the System Center Configuration Manager agreement, which can be complex and often tied to on-premises infrastructure. It's requires significant investment in on-premises infrastructure like and maintenance. Like yeah, you need to physical servers, physical network architecture, everything in place because it's required the physical infrastructure. When we come to the user experience and accessibility, this is our last point for SCCM. Rich detail and often complex console designed for IT professional. It requires significant training and expertise to manage effectively. Like when someone wish to use SCCM or manage SCCM as an IT support engineer, associate, or whatever the designated person or responsible person to manage your endpoint devices, he must have to knowledge about on-premises Active Directory, how on-premises infrastructure runs in backend. So that kind of knowledge, he must have to know everything about your infrastructure. So while he deploying anything like packages, compliance policy, settings, exclusion, that time he must well known for your infrastructure. So he able to plan and design the deployments and packaging accordingly. Now we move to the Intune. Intune is cloud-based solution. The part of a Microsoft Endpoint Manager. It focuses on Microsoft mobile device management and mobile application management, that is called MDM and MAM. This is best for managing devices that are frequently mobile, including Windows 10, 11 PCs, Android, iOS, and macOS devices. Ideally for modern and cloud-centric workplace with remote workers. This comes under the management scope. Likewise, we discussed previously for management scope for SCCM and this scope for the Intune as in management scope side. When it comes to the deployment and configuration management in Intune, it's a simplified cloud-based deployment ideal for deploying software configuration to remote devices, integrated with Azure AD for seamless management of devices and user. It lacks the deep granular control found in SCCM, but is sufficient for most modern agile environment. In software updates and patch management in Intune, it handles Windows updates, Office 365 updates, and certain other apps via cloud-based management, compliance and security baseline, like security baseline management, focuses on mobile center compliance policies, including conditional access, focus on mobile centric compliance policies, including conditional access, encryption enforcement, and app protection policies. Integration with Azure AD conditional access allow for a dynamic cloud-based security enforcement, simpler to configure and manage, especially in a mobile first environment, not mobile front, sorry. When it comes to the MAM, application management, like mobile application management, it focuses on mobile and cloud app management, including MAM without devices enrollment. It's only control your apps and manage that apps. It supports deployment of a both traditional Windows 32 app and modern apps. Example, Microsoft Store apps. When we come to know about integration and extensibility in Intune, integration native with Azure AD, Microsoft 365, and other cloud services, supports API-based integration with third-party services and other cloud management tool. It is designed to work seamlessly in cloud-first environment, but can also co-manage devices with SCCM. Co-management devices with SCCM means you can manage your devices using SCCM plus Intune. That's called co-management. When it comes to the cost and licensing, license through the Microsoft 365 and Enterprise Mobility Security EMS plan. It's available under the Enterprise Mobility and Security EMS plan. Lower upfront infrastructure cost since it's a cloud-based with subscription model that's easy to scale up and scale out. In terms of a user experience and accessibility, user-friendly web-based interface accessible from anywhere. That's only required internet. It's designed for simplicity and easy of use with a more in- intuitive set of processes. So these are the 8 points where I tried to explain you what is the SCCM and what is the Intune. Now we move to the difference between SCCM and Intune. Now we discuss about which to use, when to use which tool, SCCM or Intune, in which scenario you need to use SCCM or Intune. Use SCCM if you have a large and complex infrastructure and you have primary dependency on on-premises IT infrastructure. You require detailed granular control over devices, softwares, and security policies. You need to manage a broad range of devices, types, and complex deployment scenario. And when it comes to Intune, your organization is cloud first and has a significant number of remote and mobile users. You prefer a simple and more agile solution that integrates seamlessly with cloud services. You need to manage modern devices with a focus on mobility and cloud-based security. In many cases, organizations use both SCCM and Intune in a co in a co-management scenario to leverage the strategy of each, especially during the transition from on-premises to cloud-based management. I will discuss this co-management and how to do that co-management, how to configure everything in other video and upcoming my upcoming videos. So let me show you the chart of a comparison. Here you can easily understand what difference exactly in terms of features. In terms of features, you can see on a screen like scenarios, Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Intune support is yes, SCCM support yes, and when it comes to the co-manage, that support is available. Platform support yes, you can see Microsoft Windows Server support. Intune does not support Microsoft Windows servers. SCCM provides the support to Microsoft Windows servers for managing that servers, update, patching, everything. When it comes to the Windows phones, Intune support yes, but SCCM 2012 R2 configuration manager does not have support. But upgraded versions like SP2 and later SCCM versions like 12, 16 and more that does have support for Windows phones. Windows RT, Intune support yes, System Center SCCM no. For iOS platform, Intune support yes, SCCM no. Android support available in Intune, not available in SCCM. Mac OS support in Intune no, SCCM support yes. Unix Linux servers and Intune no. And System Center configuration, that is SCCM support, platform support available yes. When it comes to the compliance setting, you can see the extensibility Windows PC devices configuration setting like WMI registry, Microsoft Intune support no, SCCM yes, extensibility Mac OS X configuration setting, Intune does not have a feature no, SCCM have a yes, mobile device configuration setting in Intune yes, SCCM yes, and later SCCM version, upgraded version, yes. Custom mobile devices settings such as OMI URL, Intune have the support. Also, SCCM have like if you have anti-malware policies and related settings which is configured on SCCM, if you wish to migrate to the Microsoft Intune by using the OMI URL, you can easily translate that policy and that supports by Intune. So here you can see when it comes to the deployment application support like application deployment Intune support yes, SCCM yes, Windows operating system deployment, this is the most important. Intune does not supports the OSD deployment, operating system deployment using the Microsoft Intune, but SCCM can deploy OS using configuration manager centrally to your endpoint devices. Security and privacy does not have, not applicable. Software updates support in Microsoft 20 yes, deployment yes, endpoint protection support yes, SCCM yes, administration and reporting is not applicable. Software metering like which software deployed, how many software are deployed when you run the deployment for your global devices. Intune does not have that feature, so there is a no. SCCM yes. When it comes to the hardware and software inventory, Intune have this feature, so yes, and SCCM yes. So this is the feature wise list you can refer. And Intune, as you know, that Intune is a underdeveloped product by Microsoft. So some feature available in next upcoming months, days, or years, because Microsoft Intune still under the development. So might be some feature is currently not available in Intune, but yes, Microsoft in planning to available that features in upcoming days, months, or years. That's you can see all this thing in Microsoft roadmap planning. This is available in Microsoft website. You just need to type the Microsoft Intune roadmap for next few years. So you can see there which feature available on a which date and what is the testing date. Everything will be there in detail with article. And if you currently use the Microsoft Intune, that information also available in Microsoft Intune tenant as well. And when it comes to the Microsoft System Center Configuration Manager, in upcoming years, SCCM support is no longer available by Microsoft, because Microsoft planning to degrade SCCM from the market in upcoming years. But large number of organization using SCCM, so that the reason Microsoft currently provide the SCCM support with upgraded SCCM versions. But in next few years, there is no support available from Microsoft. So you must have to understand that thing and plan to move your end device management using Intune. Now we'll see how SCCM configuration looks like. So this is Microsoft Configuration Manager Administration overview first page. Here you can see inside the administration features, all these things are available: update and services, hierarchy configuration, cloud services, site configurations, client settings, security, distribution point groups, migrations, and management insights. So these all are the things available under the administration, which is present under the Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. This is the on-premises solution. So your SCCM is deployed on any physical server. After deployment, a configuration manager is available on your server, and you can easily view his dashboard. So every feature under the administration you can configure and use, like update and servicing. You can use update and servicing install on your endpoint devices, hierarchy configuration, cloud services. If you are using Intune, SCCM plus Intune, your cloud services and integration, you can do these settings here. Site configuration. Site configuration means SCCM required site configuration from where you can manage all these things. So site configuration settings are available under the site configuration. Client settings, endpoint client settings is available here. Security settings inside this security tabs. Then the distribution point. If you are the global company, then you must have to create the distribution point for the software and patch upgradation process. So that distribution point has to be created here when you are planning to move from old SCCM version to new SCCM version. So migration feature is available under the administration. This is the migration. And last one is the management insights. So this is the overview of Microsoft Configuration Manager dashboard. We move to the next screen. This is monitoring. Under the monitoring, this all features available under the System Center Configuration Manager monitoring, and under the monitoring you can see all these features, like you can create the customized alert, reporting, system setup, phase deployment, script status, database replication, software updates, distribution, synchronization settings, update and servicing status, compliance policy, service devices, package conversion status, scenario health, queries, site hierarchy, deployments, client operations, client status, distribution status, site server status, security, co-management. Co-management means Intune plus SCCM. If you're managing your endpoint devices, Intune and plus SCCM, that's called a co-management. So co-management is here. Cloud management, everything you can monitor using this feature, which is available under the System Center Configuration Monitoring. We move to the next screen. Software library. Inside the software library, you can create your application deployment packages, software updates, Windows servicing, application management, operating system packages, golden images, Office 365 client management, desktop analytics service script. If you are using the script like platform script to push a script from your configuration manager to your endpoint devices to install, uninstall, or significant task using this script, you can use the scripts to create and run the PowerShell script on the endpoint devices. So this feature available under the Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager under the software library. We move to the next screen. This is the last, asset and compliance. Under the asset and compliance tab, you can have a user collections, orchestration groups, asset intelligence, compliance setting, all corporate owned device collection, user state migration, software metering, endpoint projection. So you can see the device collection and user collection. Here you can create a device collection group. Like if you are a global company, you have multiple offices, business plants as per your organization business. So you can create the device groups as per their departments, country, region wise. You can create the devices group, and you can apply the specific compliance policy. You can deploy the particular application to particular device collection groups, and you can move that particular devices under the particular device collection which you are prepared or create for particular site, region, or office. So using the device collection and user collection, you can separate the devices users as per your plans, offices, and as per your requirement. Here is this feature is available under the Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager under Asset Compliance. So this is just an overview in this video. In upcoming video, if someone wants how to configure the SCCM, how we use the co-management like Intune plus SCCM, how we can migrate our SCCM to Intune, like devices move from SCCM to Intune smoothly without any downtime, to move your configuration baseline policy to security baseline policy to Intune, how to set up everything from SCCM to Intune. So just comment below the video section so we can prepare a new video as per your requirement and share with you. In upcoming days, we are into planning to share all this technical configuration video with you all, so you can understand how configuration manager works, how to configure, And as I said, that Microsoft in planning to degrade the SCCM in upcoming years. So what should be the approach while you wish to move from SCCM to Intune? So that approach we can discuss. You just comment below the video. We can prepare that approaches. What should be the approach as per your infrastructure, and what you will needs to be do from configuration side in the configuration manager in SCCM, and how you can plan to move out smoothly to Intune. So now we move to the next slide, that is Intune introduction. Not Intune introduction, Intune. How Intune dashboard looks like. This is Intune dashboard. This is a purely cloud-based technology. So you can access once you subscribe, purchase your licensing from Microsoft. You got one tenant and one global admin account. You can just using that credential, you just simply type intune.microsoft.com, enter your credential, and you can log in here. You just need a internet, and from anywhere you can access this tenant. And some organization doesn't want available their tenants on the open internet. They can easily configure the conditional access using Azure AD, which we already discussed in this video. Like Intune have a seamlessly configuration with conditional access using Azure AD. So you can use the Azure AD conditional access. You can put your condition where you need to access your tenant in particular internet segment, public IP address, or that device must have to corporate own or your organization own, not the BYOD or personal device, that you can configure using the conditional access. And you can put the some authentication methods like MFA. There is a lot of features available. So here you can see the Microsoft Intune dashboard. Here is same features like SCCM. Some feature is not available in Intune, which I already discussed in this video, and some of this feature is available. Like some advantages in Intune, and there have, because every software and technology have their additions, and some uh, like some feature is not available because this is a modern workspace, and that upcoming technologies does not require that uh, older technology features. So that's not comes under the new design technology, because this is purely cloud based solutions, and SCCM is purely on-premises solutions. But yes, Intune is an under development product, and Microsoft implement the multiple things, and they are try to implement new features, and they try to make it available. The lot of features they have their created own roadmap for the Microsoft Intune, which feature is available in upcoming days, and what should be that date, release date, and available date for that feature. So that you can see in Microsoft site. We move to the next. This is the dashboard, Microsoft Intune dashboard. Here you can see the overall status, device enrollment, device compliance, device configuration, everything. You can see, monitor this dashboard. This is all services which is available under the Intune. This is device page. Using this device page, you can onboard your endpoint, laptops, desktops, iPhones, Android phones, Mac OS. All this you can onboard into the Intune. Linux devices. In comparison sheet, you can see that Linux previously Intune does not have support the Linux, but now this feature is available. But there is some sort of a limitation for Linux devices. All the 100% feature is still not available with Intune to managing Linux. So they are in upcoming days that will be available by Microsoft, or they have proper share the proper justification if that feature they are not planning to make it available in Intune. So that article you can refer from the Microsoft site, or still if you want that justification or that feature related more information or detailing, you can just comment below the video section, because everything we cannot capture in the same video, because this is an just overview. What is the SCCM and what is the Intune, what it does, what is the difference, we are discussing all those things. So might be some things are missed by us, so you just need to comment so we can come with that content and share with you. And don't hesitate while you are commenting on my video, because I try to explain everything, because I day to day work on SCCM and Intune, and I just try to share my experiences while doing all these tasks, migration, all those things. So might be some feature in planning to Microsoft, or while I'm doing this video, that feature is not available. In upcoming days that feature will be available. So that upcoming feature will explain in new upcoming videos. So let's move to the next. This is apps. Apps is MAM, mobile application management. As I said in some video, you can manage your multiple applications using MAM without enrolling your endpoint devices into Intune. You just manage the apps, like your you provide your organization mobile phone to your employees, and you just need to manage their apps, not a whole device. So you can manage that apps only using this apps function. That's called the MAM. For devices, we called MDM, mobile device management. This endpoint security. Here, inside the endpoint security, you can configure the security baselines. We call security baseline in Intune, and SCCM you call the security baseline security baselines, configuration baseline. Sorry, in SCCM we can call them the configuration baseline. In Intune we call the security baselines. So you can configure the security baselines here and apply it to your device, particular device group. You can see the security baseline, security task, all devices. You can put the manage the antivirus like Microsoft Defender. We move to the next section, report. From like same like SCCM, you can capture the multiple reports for device, like how many devices are enrolled into the Intune, how much device not compliant, which device is having some configuration related issue, which application is not deployed to the which endpoints or which region devices, which device group. So you can capture the multiple report types using the Microsoft Intune reports. Move to the next. This is a user. You can see you can add or create new users, password reset, delete. You can do the multiple activity using this users features. Here you can see the group sections. You can create multiple groups here. Like you can create a static group, you can create a dynamic group as per your condition based, as per your deployment, as per your customized requirement. You can also create a nested group if you wish. because Microsoft does not say that like you can for your on-premises Active Directory group policy Intune is designed, but yes, you can configure your group policies for your manage your endpoint devices by creating the dynamic static groups, or you can create the nested group. Like you know that we can apply the inheritance in the on-premises infrastructure while we are creating the groups policy, and if you wish inside the your OU sub OU does not require to apply that policy, then we applied the inheritance. So that inheritance you can configure here as a nested group. Intune does support the nested group settings, like same as inheritance. Some groups inside that groups you can configure the some policy will not apply to these devices. So you can create that nested group. Move to the next. Here is a tenant administration. As you see that in SCCM, we need to configure the site. As I said, we need to configure the site. Then you apply all the settings and configuration, all this stuff. In Microsoft Intune, uh, Microsoft provide the tenant while you subscribe the your service. So all the tenant related management you can do from here, like tenant admin center. You can call it tenant admin center. If you configured or integrate some third-party application like ServiceNow, if you are using ServiceNow for your help desk, and you wish to manage your asset using the ServiceNow, and that inventory needs to be captured using Intune, because every end device is enrolled in Intune, so that data will be available to your service now using the connectors. So that connectors you can create here, and that connectors you can configure here. Sorry, that connector status you can monitoring from here. Service health status and message center. Service health status means what services from Microsoft end is impacted, that you can monitor. Message inside the message center, if new feature is Microsoft is planning to release some new updates or new feature available in your for your Microsoft Intune, that message and a related article, all those things is you can see inside the message center. Remote help, if you subscribe the Microsoft Intune, because in base Microsoft Intune plan there will be no remote support, like you are supporting to your end user devices. If they have some issue on their devices, you just take a remote for their devices using VNC, Ultra VNC, or lot of remote tools you are using. So Intune does have their own remote help feature, but that needs to be additionally subscribe that service. So your endpoint devices, you can take the remote and you can do that task, or whatever the user facing the challenges, you just take a remote and collect. So audit logs, audit logs capture all this administrator changes, like if you create a new policy, delete some device, enroll some devices, all these audit logs, all these logs capture under the audit logs, and you are simply identify which administrator what he does, who will perform this task. All these things capture under the audit logs. Device diagnosis, you can device diagnosis report you can capture from here. So here is a lot of administration related setting. You can use the tenant administration, which is comes under the Microsoft Intune tenant administration. And the last one is the troubleshooting and support. If you want any support from Microsoft, you just simply go to the troubleshooting setting, or in last you can see the help and support. Simply you just go to the help and support and raise a ticket to Microsoft as per your severity. There is some segmentation by Microsoft severity A, B, C. Your all devices or all user 100% devices are impacted, then you must have to raise severity A case. So Microsoft will respond you within the 2 hours and try to provide solution in within that hours, or to email, call, what the choice. You must have to select your choice as per your visibility and availability. Their same severity for B and C. If a minimum impact like one user impact, you can raise ticket for C. Um, like if you have some set a sort of segment like one region or one particular plant is impacted, like, and that needs to be addressed within next 4 hour or one day, like you can raise that ticket under the severity B. So you can refer that using Microsoft portal, because that will depend on Microsoft. And now we see, once device is enrolled to the SCCM and Intune, that device have one application installed in their devices. If you using SCCM, System Center Configuration Manager, then that end user device have the software center. Inside the software center, that end user device have this dashboard where you can see the applications which you are available to install user, and that is approved by organization, operating system installation status for that particular device, device compliance for that particular device, updates for that particular device. That's end user or end user, and the IT support executive can simply just need to type, go to the start bar and just type a software center. Then you can, it's look like this, and that engineer or endpoint user see all these things here, and applications which is available for organization and for his device, updates, operating system, installation status, device compliance, everything will be there. So if that client is enrolled in SCCM, that a device have a software center. And if that device managed by Microsoft Intune, just simply that device have the company portal. Same like a software center, simply engineer or end user go to the start, type company portal, and he will receive the this dashboard application. You can see the application category, downloads option, devices, help and support. So these are the two different agents available on the endpoint client. If that user or a endpoint device using the SCCM, that time software center is available on his device. If that device is available enrolled by Intune and is managed by Intune, that particular device have the company portal. So that particular user or engineer can identify that device is managed by Intune or SCCM. It's a simple approach. And if that device managed by both, like co-management, that means that device managed by SCCM plus Intune, In that system, Software Center plus Intune portal, Intune company portal, both are the availables. That means that device is under the co-management. So first is if that device is under the SCCM, that agent available on end device is Software Center, only Software Center. If that device only managed by Microsoft Intune, then that device managed by only Microsoft Intune. And if that end device have both the agents like Software Center and the company portal, then that means that device managed by both the tools, and that's called co-management.
Thanks for watching video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe our channel Love Story with Technology.